Manpreet Singh Badal, he is the Finance Minister of the state. We also have Mr. Sundar Sham Arora, the Industries and Commerce Minister. We have Gurmeet Singh Sodhi, the Sports and Youth Affairs Minister. And Shri Singla is the School Education Minister as well as the PWD BMR. He also holds the portfolio of the Information Technology Ministry in the state. With these words, I would now call on my colleague, Ms. Vinny Mahajan. She's the Additional Chief Secretary, Industries and Commerce and also Investment Promotion. She will be presenting to you the main facts about the state of Punjab.
Thank you, sir. Sir, with your permission, Excellencies, representatives from all our major partner countries, on behalf of the Chief Minister, his cabinet colleagues, and state government officers, it is my privilege to welcome you to this event today, where we hope to bring to your attention certain facts relating to the state of Punjab, which we believe may be of interest to you and to the industrial business communities of your countries that might be thinking of investing in India or generally looking for tie-ups, collaborations in various spheres. So welcome. You're all aware of this country. India has a large economy, a labor force that is young. We are reaping the demographic dividend. We have high levels of consumption, as exemplified in some way by the large subscriber base of mobile phones. But you know India, so let me bring you straight to Punjab, the land of lush green fields, waters, festivities, enterprising, energetic people, rich history and culture, and traditions that go back to the earliest civilizations on this planet, and famous cuisine, which we hope you will partake later this evening with us. Delhi, where we are sitting at the moment, and it provides access to 25% of India's consumer base, because this is the high spending, high earning part of the country. With 1.5% of land area, we contribute 3% to India's GDP. And that is a measure of the productivity of the state. We have historically been associated with a vibrant agriculture. The Green Revolution first came to Punjab, and we have for decades been the food bowl of the country. But we also have huge strengths in manufacturing. For example, the largest tractor manufacturer, the largest bicycle manufacturers in the world, huge textile base. If you buy towel, perhaps at a Walmart store in the US of A, it is likely to have been made in Punjab. Last year we exported about $6 billion worth of goods to over 200 countries in the world. Our top export destinations are not just the US and European countries, but the Middle East as a major partner, as well as our neighbors, Bangladesh, Nepal, and Southeast Asia generally. Our top export commodities are not just the world famous basmati rice, but also many other products, especially engineering products. We are proud of the fact that we are today rated as the fastest growing state in the country for inbound tourism. Ladies and gentlemen, if you haven't yet visited the Golden Temple, you need to do it very quickly. The Guinness Book says that it is the most visited monument in the world. It justifies its preeminent position completely. Our international footprint extends from the Americas. A little extract from the website of Walmart India. Walmart's first store in India was opened in Amritsar in Punjab. There are other names that we are all familiar with. The international footprint extends to Europe and the Middle East. Again, names that you are all familiar with. Nestle first came into India in Punjab, continues to be there, continues to be happy and growing in the state. And it extends to Asia, to Japan, and to many other countries. Again, old, long-standing partnerships that continue to grow. We provide steel to Tesla. We have the largest manufacturer of ibuprofen in the world. We provided the Rugby World Cup and the netball. Jalandhar is our sports capital. And the reason partly is our excellent infrastructure. So power, this government, realizing the importance of affordable power to industry, has assured that the variable cost of power will be frozen at ₹5 per unit for 5 years to all of industry in the state. The rates therefore are very competitive as compared to other states. We are also surplus in power. Please note that our peak load demand is less than the capacity that we possess. We have historically had extremely low transmission and distribution losses, and that makes for power of very high quality. Labor, we are proud of the fact that we are one state that has never seen labor trouble. We have always had excellent labor relations. The cost of labor is again very comparable to that in the rest of the country. We are proud that we allow men and women to work 24/7 across sectors. Our infrastructure strengths extend to air connectivity. As I said, our state is just about an hour's flight from Delhi. International airports at Mohali, incidentally, still goes by its old name of Chandigarh Airport, but it's actually in Mohali in Punjab that you will enter and exit. Amritsar, both these airports have large and growing international connections. Ludhiana is our commercial capital, and we are already in collaboration with the Airports Authority of India, coming up with a new international airport for Ludhiana. Currently, the one that is there is a decent domestic airport. We have also functional domestic airports at Jalandhar, at Bathinda, and at Pathankot. The original national highway of India, the Sher Shah Suri Marg, the Grand Trunk Road, actually went through Punjab. We continue the tradition of having excellent road network. Our national highways are of the highest standards, and we provide Pakka road connectivity to each village and hamlet. We also have the privilege of having the highest rail density amongst the states of India. The distance from the ports is certainly a challenge. We are pleased that we are overcoming that challenge through multimodal logistics parks in the government sector as well as the private sector, including reputed private players, international private players. We have internal container depots. Our airports at Amritsar and Mohali either have a cold chain facility. The Amritsar airport has a functional perishable cargo center. Mohali is coming up with one. We are also on the dedicated freight corridors, which you know are under construction by the Indian Railways. The eastern corridor originates from Punjab and goes up to West Bengal. The western corridor is linked to us through a 200-kilometer feeder line. These are expected to be completed within the next 2 years, and they will provide major reductions in transportation costs for such commodities as need to be exported through our ports. We are very proud of the fact that, like the rest of the country, we have a young population, but our population is also highly skilled. A little under 1 million fresh pass-outs every year, MBAs, engineers, doctors, postgraduates, graduates, and I'm not even talking about our ITIs and polytechnics. The premium education institutions have made Mohali, the area around Chandigarh, educational city. That includes the Indian School of Business, the Indian Institute of Science, Education and Research, the first NIPER, the first National Institute for Pharmaceutical Education and Research in the country, and for many years the only one in the country, is in Mohali. We have an Indian Institute of Technology, which is about 30 kilometers from Mohali. Fashion technology, agriculture, of course, the Punjab Agriculture University is an institution that has done us proud over the years. We have a new medical sciences, a new AIIMS coming up in Bathinda, and so many others. There are partnerships and institutions that cater to highly advanced technical subjects, AI and machine learning, microbial biotechnology. Google has set up a Center of Excellence. The sports minister has asked me to make specific mention of the sports university, the new sports university coming up at Patiala, and also the National Institute of Sports that has been there for many years, and that has produced outstanding sportsmen over the years. This government has been very conscious of the fact that to attract investments into a state, you also need to provide a conducive policy environment. And there are therefore attractive fiscal incentives that have been put in place in the new industrial and business development policy that was finalized and approved by the Council of Ministers of the state after extensive stakeholder consultations in October 2017. We are the only state in the country that offers tax benefits on GST on sales within as well as outside the state. We offer an incentive that reaches up to over 200% of the fixed capital investment. And when we say fixed capital investment, we've actually consciously included land. So it's not just plant and machinery. And that makes a huge difference, as you would appreciate. We provide a generous employment subsidy that is available to any labor that is employed in the state, whether they belong to the state of Punjab or not. Ease of doing business is something that the Chief Minister and the Cabinet have insisted that the state machinery has to ensure. There have been a series of policy changes that have taken place, including putting in place a portal which ensures hassle-free, touch-free regulatory approvals. Inspections, online land allotment, and so on are some of the features of our ease of doing business efforts. But in particular, Punjab has the privilege of a one-stop agency in West Punjab that, where is Rajat? The CEO in West Punjab, Rajat Agrawal, is the one points person for all investors coming into the state, for not just for hand-holding through the initial periods, helping identify appropriate land, ensuring timely regulatory clearances, but also he has the powers vested in him through law to provide the approvals for 23 departments. And at the district level, we have delegated such powers to the deputy commissioners so that the MSME units have a larger number of support points. The proof of the pudding is in the eating. The number of days that it takes to obtain occurrences such as change of land use are down to 20 working days, and so on. We diligently track how much time, because there are very tight timelines given for provision of various services. As of now, Rajat and his team are on 91% and going down every day, up every day. So we are targeting 100% timely approval, and that will happen within the coming 3 months. We ask all our users of our common portal for their feedback. We're very pleased that our rating has been consistently at 4.5 plus on 5. And again, the proof of the pudding is in the eating. So in the last 2 years or so, we have seen new investments of over $7 billion. These are investments that are already either grounded under commercial operations, or some of them are at the project construction stage. None of them is a paper MOU. We've seen a 22% increase in the consumption of industrial power in the last 2 years. Our existing clusters are booming. Jalandhar, Ludhiana, Bathinda, Mohali, Amritsar, all of these are growing, seeing new energy with companies that you recognize. We're coming up with new mega food parks. There are some that are already operational, new ones are on the anvil. There's a high-tech Cycle Valley at Ludhiana, which is currently under implementation, logistics zone in Pathankot, and a massive new manufacturing cluster at Rajpura near Chandigarh. We believe that there are immense opportunities, for instance, in the mobility sector, where Punjab provides an ecosystem that cuts across all modes of travel and all stages of production. We believe there are huge opportunities in agri and food processing. Agriculture continues to be our strength, and we continue to be very keen to support value addition in agriculture. We believe there are huge possibilities in textiles. IT and ESDM are new areas, but coming up very well. The quality of life that Mohali in particular offers, we believe, is incomparable when you see, for instance, the pollution of Delhi. Startups is another sector that we are very keen to promote. We have come up with new policies that support startups, and we've seen some amazing startups from our region winning prizes in Russia, the World Bank Challenge. MoveFarm, by the way, is a startup that's focusing on facial recognition for cattle. So that's the kind of opportunities that our startups are looking at. MSMEs are our strength. Over 160,000 MSMEs in the state. We are very happy with the kind of progress they are showing in terms of their growth and expansion. But we believe that we haven't so far really done enough international outreach. So the Chief Minister personally went to Israel. He asked his team to go to the World Economic Forum in Davos. A team went to Singapore and Taiwan. The Chief Minister has met a large number of countries through the country representatives in the past 2 years. And we are very pleased that our efforts are bearing fruit. There is also a strong partnership that's being put in place with trade bodies, business councils across countries, and with agencies such as the UK that's offering support on certain aspects to our investment promotion agency, the World Economic Forum, the World Bank. We believe that there are opportunities for investors from various countries to come in directly by themselves, the way Nestle did or other companies have done. We believe that there are opportunities for joint ventures should your companies wish to have partners locally. There are many successful examples of collaborations, And we believe that there are opportunities for technology partnerships that have also happened in our state with many reputed partners, including recently between IIT Ropar and NCCU Taiwan. Before I conclude, I would like to invite on behalf of the state government all distinguished guests here today. We are celebrating the 550th birth anniversary of the founder of the Sikh Panth, Guru Nanak Dev Ji. A very warm welcome to all of you to Punjab on that occasion. And we have planned an investment summit which is happening at the Indian School of Business Mohali on the 5th or 6th of December. Again, a very warm invite to all present here today to join us on these occasions or to come at any other time of your convenience. We promise you a red carpet, we promise you all our support, and we hope that together we can come to mutually beneficial arrangements. Thank you very much for your patience. May I now request the Honorable Chief Minister, Captain Amrinder Singh, to give his remarks.
Your Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, after listening to Mrs. Mahajan, I don't have very much left to say. She said everything that requires to be said about Punjab and what we are doing. She's heading our Invest Punjab program, and she's done a wonderful job along with the team over the last 2 years that we've been there. We've seen how things have worked. So it's the figures have all been given to you, the statistics of all sorts, and the programs that we are either which are underway or what we intend to do for the couple of the next 2.5 years or so. I will tell you a little bit about my state. Some of you perhaps have been there, some may have just come to India and haven't been. So a little bit about what we are. You've been told that we are about 1.5% of India's land mass and about the same percent, about less than 2% of our population. And yet we have, in terms of our contribution to the development of our country, we are far greater. For instance, food, which you have been told that we are now one of the leading producers of food, which we are. We were a country at one time in the 50s which had to rely on import of food. We had signed a PL 480 agreement with the Americans, and we were getting food. It was really asking for food and to feed our people. Then Punjab, our university, our scientists took it upon themselves, and within a few years from being a net importer, we became self-sufficient. We, for instance, are a wheat-eating state. So that naturally wheat, we got Mexican wheats, we worked on them, we developed new varieties which could fit into our climate conditions. And then we went in for rice from the Philippines. We got various types of rice varieties from there which were worked upon. And now Punjab Agriculture University did a great job on that. And we, from being a country which, a state which didn't really know what rice was all about, other than sometime on special occasions when there was some function or something or the other, you had a little rice pudding made which we call kheer. Otherwise, we are not rice eating. And suddenly, within a few years, Punjab became 100% rice producer. And that fed this country. So from 2% of the population, we were contributing over 50% to the nation's food pool, both in rice and wheat. So it shows the entrepreneurship, the hard work of the Punjabi farmer. And we have done that now from the 60s right through to now. You can imagine it's 60 years we have fed the country. And we still continue to do so. But times change, requirements change, the economy has to move forward, and agriculture cannot take the economy forward the way we would wish it to take it forward. So we look around for other sorts of avenues through which we can take our state forward. And that is what this is all about. We are hoping to have this, we are having on the 6th, as you've been told, an investor summit in Chandigarh, in Mohali. And I hope I can count on you, and it's my invitation to all of you to please do bring your teams, your people who from the countries you represent who would wish to be with us and to take part in our summit, and come and see our state. We are a little state, but we are a very productive state, not only in agriculture. In every form, as you have been shown today, the Punjabi is right in front. And not only in our state, wherever the Punjabi may be settled, whether it's in Delhi or whether it's in any other state of the country, you will see what Punjabi is doing well. So it's an inherent sort of a something in us which keeps us going forward. Perhaps, as you've been told, it's the 550th year of the founder of our faith, Guru Nanak Dev Ji, and perhaps it is that spirit which he put in us. I don't know what it is, but yes, the Punjabi is sort of after everywhere where he goes. I know industry where I have met people, like in Patiala, for instance. We had a plant, a German plant called Goetz, and now of course it's with Federal Mogul. They moved out, the Indian group sold out. But I remember then meeting the managing director who had come from Stuttgart. And I remember talking to him, and I asked him, I asked him how the plant was doing and what was the output and all that. And he said, this is the only plant we have where our output per person is as much as in Stuttgart. And that I think is very indicative of the entrepreneurship of our people. As you see these 160,000 plus small and micro industries all over the state, all along the GT road, everywhere, people doing their work and producing world-class products in whatever they are doing. So these are the things that we must look at. We have the hotel industry very much. This very hotel has opened in Amritsar. There are so many, the way Punjab is growing now, even in the tourism avenue. For instance, if you ever go and go to Amritsar, you better book in advance because you can't get a room. And we've got this hotel there and umpteen of other hotels there, which I've seen develop in the last 5-6 years, and they're full. Chandigarh, Mohali is full, Chandigarh is full. Everywhere, Ludhiana is coming up, Jalandhar is coming up. So Punjab is becoming a destination. And I was just talking to the Japanese ambassador, and I was suggesting that they were looking for some place to bring in a big tourist destination. So I suggested, why don't you go to Talwara? We've got a beautiful lake there, a lot of islands there, and you can easily put up a beautiful tourist center. So they're going to look at it. So like that, Punjab has much to offer. We may be tiny, but we've got a big heart. And that big heart, I think, is something that you will find will be useful to you in whatever you do. We don't make people wait. We have like people talk about the bureaucratic system if things don't work and things are very slow. Well, when you come to invest with us, you will get all your clearances, whatever your teams want, under one roof. So you don't have to wait for that. And then electricity, we've totally frozen it for the next few years so that you don't have to pay more. People know when they plan a project what their electricity costs will be rather than this fluctuation that keeps taking place. So these are things that we are trying to cater to. The service sector we are looking at, then of course you've been told the other projects that are there. Agriculture-based products will be welcome. Dairy-based products will be welcome. Then I think you just name it, and Punjab is there for you. I was also very happy to hear today that one of our groups has just yesterday signed up with a Japanese company for producing, is it 1 million tons? 1 million tons of steel in Ludhiana. So here we are, the things are moving, and I hope that you all will also take some a look at what is going on, what we've spoken today, and can be further whatever information you want will be provided by us. And we look forward to having you there. Do come, make a trip, be our guests, go around the state, see what you wish to see, or send your groups who wish to come and look at Punjab, and we will be happy to take you around. And I hope one day we will see all of you with your teams in the state, and then we will see you all invest in our state to take both your companies and our state forward. Thank you all for coming this evening, and I look forward once again to your visit to our state.
It is said that coming together leads to knowing each other better. Knowing better leads to collaborations, and collaborations lead to partnerships. I'm sure coming together of all of us here today will lead to partnerships which are sustainable, partnerships which will yield mutually beneficial results, partnership which will be long-term. It is said, what exactly drives an investment decision till today is still an enigma. But I'm sure you all will agree that good infrastructure, good policies, peaceful state, predictability of policies of the government, non-intrusive behavior of the government are all the factors which would probably be at the top of the mind of any investor while considering an investment proposal. All we request today to all of you is to keep us in mind, keep in mind that Punjab provides all these factors. We would love to be evaluated against our competitors. It would be a pleasure, it would be a privilege to be assisting your teams, assisting your investors to make a business case for the state of Punjab. Without taking more time, on behalf of the government of Punjab, I take this opportunity to very sincerely extend a heartfelt gratitude to all the guests from different missions representing their great countries. I wish to express my sincere gratitude to Captain Amrinder Singh, Honorable CM Punjab, for taking out time today to lead this entire discussion, for always leading from the front, and for always supporting us in whatever manner we demand, even though it may include a change in the policy for the good of the investors. I take this opportunity also to thank all the honorable ministers for joining us today here, for all the officials and the team led by Chief Secretary Punjab. And last but not the least, I take this opportunity to thank the team of Invest Punjab, who have been working tirelessly for more than a month, missing dinners with their families many a times, but it's been a real pleasure to have you today here in this gathering And I'm sure the partnerships, the collaborations that we forge here today will change some lives somewhere in some rural or urban center of Punjab. It will provide opportunities for people to change lives. Thank you so much for coming, all of you here today. And I request all of you to now please join for some drinks and dinner after this. Thank you all.